Hello, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Central Victoria, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm very excited. Each and every month I'm going to be taking part in a video collaboration between Stampin' Up! Demonstrators in the UK, USA, Canada, Germany and the Netherlands. Each month we'll be choosing a different stamp set and we'll be doing a video tutorial with that set. As we are all Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, if you live in any of the countries that I mentioned and you don't already have a demonstrator that you work with, these wonderful demos would love to help you out, and all the information can be found in the description of this video. If you live in Australia and you would like to purchase any Stampin' Up! Supplies, I would love to help you out with that as well. The stamp set for this month is Daisy Lane. It is a great cling stamp set. It's a 9-piece, and you can also purchase this one in a bundle with the medium daisy punch as well and save yourself 10%. I'm not using the medium punch with my card today, but I am using the coordinating stamp set that also was in last year's catalogue, is Daisy Delight, and I'm using the punch that works with this stamp, and we can also use it with this one here as well. So the medium punch, daisy punch, punches out this image, and our normal daisy punch will punch out this one here. So I'm going to bring my card in and quickly show you. It is this one here. It is a fun fold card, so I'm going to just open it up, and then we have the inside. So just something a little bit different. It's quite quick and easy to make, and I can't wait to show you how it all goes together. So the supplies that I've used is the Daisy Lane stamp set, and I'm also using the coordinating daisy punch. It punches out this image just here. We are using the rectangle stitched framelit dies, and I'm using the 4th and 5th smallest on this side. Inks for today's card are Coastal Cabana, Soft Seafoam and Petal Pink, so really nice soft pastel-y colours. I have the Silver Metallic Edge ribbon, Clear Faceted Gems, and I also have my card kit here all ready to go. So on the stamp set we're using this flower here as well as the large daisy, the leaf, and also, the leaf and stem, and the word friend. So I have my card kit here all ready to go, and you can find all the measurements and supplies over on my blog. There is a link to my blog post in the description of this video, but for this collaboration I thought I might try letting you know each measurement as I go. So I have a piece of soft seafoam cardstock which is 4.5 by 3 inches, a piece of Petal Pink cardstock which measures 3 by 5.5 inches, a piece of thick Whisper White which is 8 1/8 by 5 7/8, and it's scored at 4 1/16. And the Coastal Cabana, it measures 8 1/4 by 5 7/8, and it's scored at 4 1/8. So we're going to start with the Coastal Cabana piece. It's already scored in the middle, so I'm just going to fold over and burnish with my bone folder. We are going to create this gorgeous little window here. So I'm going to bring in those 2 dies, but we're just going to be working with the smaller one on this card here. So let's bring the big shot in. We're opening the card front up to the front of the card, and then I'm going to pop this die just in the middle of this card front. Now my cutting plates are very warped and they don't work too well because I do need new ones, so I'm just going to put a bit of a shim of a couple of pieces of cardstock over the top just to make sure it cuts out perfectly. Run that one through. Yeah, that worked really well. And we're also going to bring in our piece of the soft seafoam. So there's our little window there. I have my soft seafoam here, and I'm going to put those 2 dies down and create that frame. So you could use this on another card, don't waste that. So we're going to pop the larger one down. And then that one that we just cut out of our front of our card. So making sure we have nice even border all the way around. Popping that washing tape down, I'm going to put that shim just over the top again and run that one through. So we end up with our frame, but once again you end up with another piece that you can use on another card. So I can get rid of my big shot for now. We have our gorgeous frame. I'm going to bring in the card and also my front cover. Now before we pop this piece down, and I will show you, I popped it down first and then stamped all the way around, and as you can see you can't get a good image afterwards, so we're going to stamp first. Just going to bring in my matte and also the Coastal Cabana ink, and we're using that little flower stamp there, and we're going to stamp this one off. So we're doing second generation stamping because that's really quite a bold colour if we were to leave it like that, and I just want something nice and subtle. So we're creating a nice little detail all the way around. I'm going to close my card up in a minute so I can get the nice edge there. Actually, let's do that now. There we go. Last one, there we go. And that gives us that nice little detail all the way around. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to glue that little frame all the way around with my Tombow glue. And you don't want it to be seeping out. You've got to be careful not to, you need enough that it sticks down, but you don't want it to go everywhere. So I'm hoping there's not too many shadows today. I'm filming this on a Saturday. Whoop. And it's a very bleak day. We've got lots of rain. It's lovely. I love this sort of weather. It's perfect for crafting, but it's not real good for all the shadows. Okay, so I can pop this straight down over that piece. That gives us a great little frame there. Okay, now we're going to work on the Whisper White piece, the thick Whisper White piece. I've sort of scored it already, but I'm just going to do it again. And we open this up. We're stamping on the inside with the Coastal Cabana ink, and then we'll stamp these things and then these images, and then we're going to work on this front image as well. So let's do that next. So that same stamp that we just stamped with the Coastal Cabana ink, I'm putting 3 of the flowers on each side. And I'm doing full strength for this one. I haven't done second generation stamping. It's just nice and full strength. And the last one. The next one we're going to do is we're going to bring in the Petal Pink ink. And I'm going to do the sentiment first, and then we're going to work on this daisy over on this side. So the sentiment is friend. This is pretty quick and easy stamping. There we go. And then I have my daisy here. I'm going to stamp it over this side. And we're going to use a mat to, a mask to mask off the image to be able to put in our leaf set. There we go. I'm just going to get rid of that. I'm going to bring the soft seafoam ink in to do our stem. And what I've done is I've just cut out with the daisy punch 2 pieces. This is just cardstock. This isn't Stampin' Up cardstock. It's just stuff that I've had laying around. And I've just put a little bit of repositional glue underneath it. This one I actually bought from Spotlight here in Australia, but there's plenty of repositional glues out there. And I'm just going to mask off that daisy. There we go. So we can bring in the stem and ink that up with the soft seafoam. And I'm just going to line it up around there. So when we take the mask off, that looks good, doesn't it? Just a little bit of detail there. So the next one we're going to do is the front, which is shown through that window. And I need this again, so I'm just going to pop it over to the side. I'm going to make sure my hands are completely clean because I have put ink on my card before. So bringing that card front back in, what we want to do is we want to sort of line up with the edge there where it's going to go. So we have a bit of a border on the inside bit, and that makes it sure that it closes properly. And I'm going to just bring in a pencil and just mark the edges of that frame so I know whereabouts that frame is. There we go. And that way I can bring in that stem set again, and I want it off the edge. Okay. I want it off the edge, but I want it to, the flower to be able to be in the middle of that frame. So that's good. We can pop that to the side for a minute. I'm going to bring in that Petal Pink ink, and we're going to stamp that daisy twice in the Petal Pink ink. It's just here. So 2 of those daisies. So these beautiful little daisies I'm just going to punch out with the punch, and it lines up really easily. So we need 2. We're going to pop them 2 together to make a nice big daisy. But before we do that, I want to run my bone folder over it just to create a little bit of extra dimension. And you're going to want to make sure that you're a little bit gentle. You don't want to snap off one of those little petals. I'm going to glue that together with some Tombow glue, so let's just pop a little bit of glue down. You're off-centering them to give it that extra dimension. And we're also going to bring in some of those clear faceted gems, and I'm just using one of those larger ones. Put that in the middle. So we can get rid of those points that we made just to make sure it was in the middle. And I'm just going to rub them out with an eraser. And we can start gluing our card all together. I'm using Tombow Mono Glue. I'm just going to put a little bit all the way around. Making sure I line it up with the end of the card here. Now the great thing is we'll have wriggle room. I can just pop that down. You could use tear and tape as well, that would work. Okay. The last thing is our daisy. So I'm going to pop some Tombow glue down in the middle. And I like this because I was able to move it around a little bit if I needed to. We're just going to put some of that metallic edge ribbon on the side here, and it's just to give it a little bit of added bling. I'm not tying it in a bow or anything like that, it's just a knot. So nice and quick. Lovely. Just trim those edges just slightly. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's card. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do that as well. And this is a video collaboration, so please be sure to go and check out all the other projects that the other demonstrators are doing. It is in the description of this video. We'll be back next month collaborating with a new stamp set, and I believe we'll be back on the 7th of August, so it'll be the first Wednesday of the month. Now, because we have used Daisy Lane this month, I also had a promotion last month with my customers, and I just want to show you what that promotion was, because this stamp set is really great stamp set to use, and I made 5 cards part of my promotion last month in June. So that's one. That's just a little note card and envelope. There's this one here, which is absolutely stunning. A nice quick and easy one using the tag topper punch. Nice quick and easy one. These were just easy ones. I had a 5-card tutorial if you purchase the Daisy Lane stamp set, and then if you purchase the bundle together, I sent you the card kit as well as the tutorial. So there's some great, a few more extra cards that you can get inspiration from. Okay, until next time, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.